is still going.
It's still going.
Your bad week is still going.
Yeah, and it will continue to go.
Yeah.
Because it's not
For the
it's
year.
not done. It's not done, so it's gonna keep going.
This is your life now.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is well the first thing that happened, that car wreck.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yes.
Even though I wish it wasn't done, I want to know like
how they are, what's going on. Is she
Yeah.
still smoking cigarettes?
Right.
Like, how's her husband doing?
I don't know.
Who's that other person too? What happened to them? The crawling lady.
She got up and she was walking around. She was
fine. Oh, okay, she was fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was literally so fine.
What cars did they get after that? You know?
Right.
Oh, there's so many things to know.
I just want to know all the things, but
well, you dialed her husband's. Oh no, you didn't. You
from
just,
her phone.
You just clicked.
Yeah, hey baby.
Hey baby.
Hey baby. I just called hey baby and let him know that his hey baby
is not okay.
Has a lot of bubbles.
Oh man. It's a Sunday today. It's our first time recording on a Sunday.
I know.
It's weird. Amen. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
And the Father.
And the Spirit of light. Maybe the Lord will bless us today.
I need
it. Yeah, I know. Maybe we shouldn't make fun.
I know, I need it.
That's funny.
Anyway,
it's okay. I talked to my therapist, and apparently I live in a fairy tale.
Really?
Yeah. I see life as a fairy tale.
Okay.
Which is why my expectations are always like, not met.
When bad things happen, you're like,
or like things aren't as like romantic or like whatever it is.
Okay.
My fairy tale is Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Okay.
And I discovered that, which was a epiphany moment. I don't know why I never thought about that.
Amanda lives in a fairy tale too.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
I mean, it's one of those things. A lot of kids are like, when you're younger, you'll do that to escape reality.
Yeah.
Whatever, if your reality's bad or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then it just carries on through your life. And then, yeah.
I'm trying to think what genre of movie or what movie in general would be what my delusion is. I feel like it's Harriet the Spy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mixed with the Gremlins. Or something.
Something along those lines.
Very crazy stuff.
No, mine's just the simple Beauty and the Beast.
And Adrian's the Beast?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I just used people in life, like significant others, to try and fulfill that like knight in shining armor role.
Yes.
And they're gonna love you forever and whatever it is.
Right. And it's all a lie.
It's always a lie.
Everything's a lie.
They be lying.
Rar. Everything's a lie.
And it's not reality. And God, I want to live in a delusion. So much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, because reality is way hard.
Yeah, because you can't predict it.
No.
I mean, you would know better than anyone.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It is. And I'm just like, okay, I need to feel some sort of sense of control, or else I'm like,
yeah.
Or else I'm just floating on a rock in space.
I don't even feel like my giggly self.
No.
I feel like there's like this.
A spark has been unplugged.
Yes.
Something's been lost.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a time.
Yeah.
I feel like we all go through phases where we're just dead inside.
Well, I know I'm not dead inside because I'm
emotional
about things. Yeah. And I'm still like processing certain things. So yeah, I'm just in a really strange headspace.
Yeah.
Right now.
There's a lot of negativity going on.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of hard things.
Yeah.
So it's hard to feel bubbly.
It is. But on another note, we have a guest coming next month.
Or at
the end of this month, I think.
We're in August.
we're in August.
So it's this month.
So it's this month.
Yeah.
And
It's in a couple weeks or so.
she is a birth chart reader and a psychic. So
She reads murder charts.
She makes murder charts.
She makes them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy because she read this one murder case, the Idaho 4.
Yeah.
And she had heard of it, but she didn't know
the details.
Really anything much else about it.
Yeah.
And she was reading it, and I'm like, holy shit, she is like,
that's wild.
Spot on.
That's
man.
wild.
And I mean, there are certain other things, but so her name on TikTok is Lil Booger, and her name is Haley. So yeah, she's going to do our birth charts.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask her some questions about
all of it, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
That'll be cool.
And we'll link her socials.
Yeah, I'll link her socials. She's super cool, super funny, and yeah, I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to that.
Me too.
But then she can also predict people's deaths.
Yeah, she said she's not going to tell us that. She said that she doesn't want to create trauma for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
until the end. But part of me wants
I just would like to know, so that way I can kind of.
Yes. I mean, if it's like
there's no more unknown.
Really, really old, I'll be like, cool.
You know what I mean? That's fine.
That's fine. But if it's like,
it'll
soon,
yeah, it'll be in 4 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna be really bummed.
Yeah, I'll be so bummed.
I would just light shit on fire.
I would spend as much time with my family
and
my son as I could.
See? I'm like, I'd shoot up a fucking school. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't.
But yeah, no, I'm in the headspace.
I know. Crazy. You're just like, and then I'm gonna see my sister. So, but yeah, Family Matters though. That's a show.
That's a show. I was just gonna say I used to watch that show.
I don't remember that show.
Family Matters.
I know it, but I don't remember it. I would watch the Brady Bunch.
I watched the Brady Bunch. I watched the
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah. But what was the one with Steve Urkel? Was that Family Matters? No.
It was.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Just called that?
No.
It was.
For some reason, I think it's Family Matters, but I'm probably way off. But yeah, all those 90s shows, I loved them.
I don't know what it is.
I love TV. TV was
Family Matters.
Yeah. Okay,
you got it.
Cool.
Wow.
So
I did watch that.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I just didn't know the name of the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
TV was like my safe space. I felt like it's my place. But no, I loved TV, and I still love it today. It's where I can like turn my brain off.
Yeah. No, I don't. I didn't really watch TV.
Yeah.
We weren't really allowed to that much unless it was like kids stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But those shows were kids stuff.
I guess.
To my family.
I don't think that I watched those by myself.
Yeah.
I also watched Guiding Light. Because it would be on when I came home from school.
I loved Guiding Light. Because like the witches and stuff like that. I loved Guiding Light.
And I was no one in my family knew I watched it because I would come home from school and turn it on, and before anyone got home, I'd turn it on.
Yeah.
And
I loved Guiding Light. That's so funny and my mom was obsessed with Days of Our Lives. Yeah. So we would watch that, and I knew some of the people and like Victor and all these people, but I wanted to find a soap opera that I liked. Yeah. And Guiding Light was
the one.
It.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Was it?
It was so good.
Because it was more like drama. I don't know.
There was like some pull to it, like that. You could feel it.
Yes.
And it was really awesome.
And it's so funny because we were kids.
I know. You know? We're just like, we don't know any of this.
I don't know what's happening really. I just know there's powers.
Yeah. And I want those.
And I want powers.
But it was cool. Yeah. But most of it was like, Hey Arthur.
I loved Hey Arthur.
Loved Hey Arthur.
Cat Dog.
Oh yeah, Alone in the World is a little cat dog.
I know.
Okay.
Loved Cat Dog.
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. Doug. Love Doug.
Yeah.
Patty Mayonnaise.
That's right.
And gosh, so many others. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Love that.
What else was there? Do you remember like Friday nights that would be like, that's when those shows would come out?
Was it those days?
Yeah.
I don't remember which days.
Yeah,
Friday night was watching them.
Sabrina. Yeah, no, that one, and then Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, love that.
Oh,
I watched that here as an adult.
You did?
They have it on like Amazon or Netflix.
No
or something.
way.
And I was like, we have to watch these.
Yeah.
So if you have like 15, 20 minutes.
Because the episodes were so short.
So short.
Yeah. And all that.
But it was so
loved
cool.
all that.
I don't remember all that, but I remember that.
Nickelodeon.
Name. Okay. And then Keenan and Kel.
Yep.
Amanda Bynes show.
Yep.
She's not doing so well.
No. No. She does not look good. But when I loved The Girls' Room. That skit.
I don't remember that one.
And when she was a judge in a courtroom.
Oh yeah, that was a good
one.
Bringing
the dancing lobsters. The Girls' Room.
It was so good.
TV then was unbelievably good.
Yeah, it was fun.
And you didn't record it because there was no. If you had a DVR, you were like.
I don't know if that was like a thing when we were like young.
No, you would tape it with the VC.
Like with a
VCR tape.
Yeah, we didn't record those. We recorded Blockbuster videos, and we would illegally record them.
Oh, don't say that out loud again. They'll come get you.
That was a joke. That's what we thought. Like I said, I live in a fairy tale. Fairy tale. That's what they did in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I loved going to Blockbuster.
It was so much fun.
Oh, I loved
it. And then we would lie. They would like be like, "Oh, you owe this amount of money because you did it late." And then I was a kid, and I was like, "No, we returned it on this day." And there's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Okay." And my mom's like, "Good job."
Well, do you remember? This doesn't relate to the 90s, but there's a movie that was out. I can't remember the name. I don't know the name of the people that were in it, but it was The Invention of Lying or something like that. So nobody lied ever in this movie.
Oh.
Like in this world or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the guy went to the bank to like take out money, and he really didn't have much money in there.
Yeah.
And then he said, there was like $10,000 in here. And she was like, oh. And she puts it in.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
That would be
he was like the first person
cool.
to lie. And then it just kept rolling and rolling. And then he was talking about like God and heaven.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
wow. Oh, and that's how it all began.
Yeah. It's a good movie. And I'm pretty sure
it's the name of it.
I'm pretty sure it's called The Invention of Lying or something like that.
That seems like it would fit.
But yeah, it's a really good movie.
That sounds so good.
Did
you watch Obsession? It recently came out.
I'm sure that I have.
It was in theaters.
Oh, is it a movie?
It's a movie.
Oh, probably not.
And it just came out on like the streaming platforms. You still have to pay for it.
I've seen
It's so good.
Really?
So good.
Okay.
Like the hype behind it, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
We also watched Backrooms.
Okay.
Which is another scary movie. That one was fucking weird.
Okay.
It was the one based off of a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Super weird, right?
Very weird.
Yeah.
That's also now on streaming platforms as well.
I'm not going to watch that.
It was strange.
Yeah. I'm not a big movie person.
I like shows, but I also like knowing that it's a beginning and an end sometimes.
Yeah, true.
It just depends. Like if like on the weekend,
right?
I want to watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
A weekday, I want to watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the thing. Hey, Ladybug.
Oh wow, they're together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But anyway,
love TV.
Yeah. Do you want to go watch some TV right now?
We're gonna pause this.
We'll be right back next week.
Yeah.
But anyway,
let's talk about murder. Can we talk about murder, please?
Yes.
Okay.
There is some murder in here. It's not done by people that we're aware of. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass. I feel like we've talked about this before.
Dyatlov Pass.
I'll just tell you about
Russian? German?
Russia.
American?
Russia.
Russia.
Yes. So on January 1959, 23-year-old Igor Alexeyevich Dyatlov set out to go on this hiking expeditions through the northern Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. So, were the Ural Mountains where the Uruguayan football team also hit? Was it those?
Oh, you're
Where
talking
were
about
they?
that plane crash?
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
mountain was that?
I don't know.
For some reason, I want to say Ural, but then at the same time, it might just be because Uruguay starts with a U.
I'll check it out.
And also, that would be really far from Uruguay. So I'm not sure.
They were Italian?
From Uruguay. I said it 4 times. The Uruguayan football team, or soccer team, rugby team, the team. But anyway, so Dyatlov. So this whole entire thing was named after him. Did you find it, Beth? What are you typing? An essay?
Yes, they were Uruguayan.
Yes.
And, well, so I didn't know how to spell Uruguayan. So I typed in guys that had a plane crash and ate each other. Because I know they ate each other.
I told you they were from Uruguay.
I know, but I don't know how to spell it.
Okay, that's fair.
Where did they crash at? Into remote snow-covered Andes mountain.
Oh, the Andes.
Yeah.
Not Ural.
No.
Anyway, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know where the Andes are, but I'm sure they're somewhere closer than Russia.
I'm not sure.
So, Dyatlov, who this whole entire thing was named after, his goal was to reach the Ocherten, which is a remote mountain surrounded by miles of frozen wilderness. And then joining him were 8 other young but experienced hikers who were from the Ural Polytechnical Institute. So this wasn't going to be their first time dealing with dangerous terrain or like brutal weather conditions. They allegedly knew what they were doing.
Okay.
But before leaving, Dyatlov told his sports club that he was going to send a telegram as soon as the group returned, but the telegram never came, and none of the hikers were ever seen again, at least alive. So when the search parties finally found their campsite, something was clearly wrong. The tent had been cut open from the inside, and the group's tracks led away from the snow. Some of them had fled without shoes, coats, or clothing, and their bodies were discovered over the course of weeks. And every new discovery made the case more disturbing.
And how many people were there?
9.
9 people.
9.
Okay.
So we'll start from the top. So on February 1st, the hikers began traveling through the mountain pass leading towards Ocherten. Ocherten, I hope it's pronounced that.
Sounds right.
As they pushed deeper into the wilderness, the weather quickly turned against them. Heavy snowfall, powerful winds tore through the narrow pass, making it almost impossible to see where they were going. That's a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
That's like driving in the rain.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
I'm like, there's no way. And if I was on a mountainside and couldn't see,
no.
Bye.
No.
I'm not doing it.
Bye.
I'm just going to sit there.
I'm going to die.
Exactly.
RP.
So when the visibility started disappearing around them, the group lost its sense of direction. And instead of continuing towards where they were supposed to be going, they accidentally drifted west and ended up on the exposed slope of the nearby mountain. That mountain was called coldest. I don't like Skyko.
I love that you're reading these names. Really love it.
And so that name is translated to Dead Mountain.
Okay.
Which is the last place that I want to be lost on.
Yep.
But anyway. So rather than descending back into the forest, they decided that the group would set up camp right there on that mountainside. They're not really sure why they chose to do that. They're like, maybe he thought they didn't want to lose the altitude they already gained, or they wanted to practice camping on an exposed slope or something.
Maybe they were tired.
That too. They couldn't see.
They were just like, let's just wait it out.
Here.
Yeah.
So that's what they did.
Yeah.
The group was expected to send a telegram when they returned. And then when February 20th arrived, so we went from the 1st to the 20th.
Wow.
There was still no word from them, and then a search was organized. At first, volunteers traveled through the pass looking for any signs of the missing hikers. They eventually located the campsite that was on that slope, but they didn't find anyone from the group there. There was military and police investigators that were dispatched, I guess, and sent to the mountain to determine what had happened. Given the brutal weather, difficult terrain,
Mm-hmm.
and the amount of time the hikers had been missing, they expected to just find evidence of a tragic but fairly straightforward accident. Instead, they walked into something that made zero sense. The first thing they discovered was the tent.
Wonder if it was intense.
Fuck. Okay. It was partially collapsed, nearly destroyed, and had been sliced open from the inside, which doesn't make a lot. Tents have zippers. They have zippers.
Yes.
So I'm feeling like they have been panicked.
Yeah. I have some thoughts.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So most of the group's belongings were still inside, including food, clothing, and shoes. Whatever happened, the hikers did not calmly pack up their shit. It looked like they had to escape.
Right.
So the investigator discovered 8 or 9 sets of footprints leading away from the tent down the mountainside. And some appeared to have been made by people only wearing socks, which in the snow,
they're frozen.
They're gone.
Yeah.
That's also a huge fear of mine, getting frostbite and having like a limb cut off. So scared.
Which would you rather have, your leg or your foot or a hand? Like if you had to choose one.
I guess foot.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess foot.
I need my hands.
Yeah, I can't do anything one hand. Like I have a friend that has one arm and she does everything great.
Is she the CrossFit person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does everything so well. She's so strong.
But she didn't lose her arm, right?
She was born that way. Yeah. Which is, I guess, helpful.
Well, she doesn't know any different.
That's true.
But if you lose one,
it'd be very difficult.
It would be so hard.
Yeah. And then you feel like the phantom limb or whatever it is.
Yeah, which I heard is so
about.
Painful.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was just like, oh, ghost hand.
No. It's like terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. And the only thing that really helps it is that like
wrapping?
No, you put a mirror up and so then you can see as if there were another hand over there and it like gives you relief in your mind.
Fascinating. How strange.
I know. It's crazy.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a random fact that I remember from school.
So other footprints had been made by bare feet or someone wearing a single shoe. If you put on one shoe, just put on the other.
Or just take both of them off.
Or take them with me, like grab them and go.
Right.
Like if I'm running away. So the temperatures had dropped to somewhere between -13 and -22 degrees Fahrenheit. And the group left behind all the clothing and equipment they would need to survive. So just any clothes at all, honestly.
Yeah.
The footprints continued for almost a mile before reaching the edge of the forest. And under this like really big cedar tree, that's where they discovered the remains of a small fire and the first 2 bodies.
Okay.
So
there was something to keep them warm as far as like
the small fire. Yeah. But at the same time, if you're running away and you're fearful for your life, are you going to stop in the middle of the night and make a fire?
I don't know.
I don't either, because you're also fucking freezing.
Part of me says this is a case of hypothermia and like psychosis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is also like a thing that they talk about.
Yeah.
But there's other factors potentially.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yuri Krivonyshenko, who is 23, and another Yuri, Doroshenko, who is 21, were found shoeless and dressed in little more than their underwear. There were broken branches high up in the cedar tree, suggesting that someone might have climbed the tree to like possibly look towards the tent or hide from something below. They don't know. Investigators then discovered 3 more bodies between the tree and the campsite. So it was Igor Dyatlov, 23-year-old Rustem Slobodin, and 22-year-old Zenaida Kolomorgova.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, their positions suggested they had attempted to return to the tent. So they were going towards it. The other 2 were going away. It just didn't make sense. None of that fucking makes sense.
Right. No, it doesn't.
So 5 of the members of the group had been found. The remaining 4 were still missing. And then they ended up finding them a few months later. And it was very disturbing. So, while the circumstances were still very odd, the investigators thought that the cause of death were clear: hypothermia.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
They're fucking going nuts. They're
Yeah.
taking off their clothes. You
Yep.
feel like you're getting hot, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And those bodies showed no indication of any sort of severe external damage beyond what had been inflicted by the cold. But there's a bunch of things. I don't know why they even said that in this one article, because there's a lot of things that were clearly inflicted by
Like,
not the cold here momentarily.
Yeah, inconsistent with
that. Yeah, that's a good word. You're a detective.
I am.
There's so many
Hair at the
inconsistencies.
spa.
So Doroshenko was brown purple in complexion, and also had gray foam coming from his right cheek and gray liquid coming from his mouth. Furthermore, this didn't explain why the hands of the two hikers under the cedar tree were scraped by the branches. Wait, no. They were scraped away, and the branches above them were torn down as if the two men had tried to desperately seek shelter from something or someone in the tree. Meanwhile, Slobodin had head injuries consistent with someone falling and hitting their head over and over and over again. That doesn't seem so right. These are a lot of external things separate from the cold.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
And then Kolmogorova had a baton-shaped bruise on her side. So these two hikers, those two, and then the others found at this point were generally like underdressed and wearing some of each other's clothing, only supporting the idea that they fled suddenly without preparation, and even though they were all very experienced. And then they found the other four bodies, like I said, 2 months later. So the remaining hikers were discovered buried under the snow in a ravine 75 meters deeper into the woods than that cedar tree. That area is known as the Dyatlov Pass Den, and their bodies told very gruesome stories. So Nikolai Thibault-Brignoles, who was 23, suffered significant skull damage in the moments before his death, while Ludmila Dubanina, who was 20, and Simon Zolotaryov, who was 38.
I love how you read their surnames.
Could just do, I don't know. Okay. They had major chest fractures. This is so gruesome, I can't even say it. They had major chest fractures. I don't know why it's so hard to say. That could have only been caused by an immense force comparable to that of a car crash.
Yes. Whoa.
Yes.
Full circle.
In the most gruesome parts of that incident, Dubanina was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips, as well as other facial tissue and a fragment of her skull bone.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
I don't think that's consistent with hypothermia.
That is nothing to do with hypothermia.
No.
So she's missing her tongue, her skull, her
part
eyes.
Of it.
Did you say?
Yeah, and part of her lips, as well as some other like facial tissue.
I would like to know if it looks like she was attacked by an animal,
right?
Or if it was like scooped. You know what I'm saying?
Like a cereal bowl.
But what animal opens the mouth?
And it's like, I just want to take these lips, and then this tongue. Right. And I would also really like
the eyeballs.
Not just like tearing her body apart. You know? Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because there's way more meat and stuff on the rest of your body.
And the investigators just said it was all hypothermia.
They just that's what they were labeling it as.
Okay.
At that time. They also found the body of Alexander Kolvatov, who was 24. That was an easy one. In the same location, but without the same kind of severe wounds. So if she was attacked by an animal, so to speak, why wouldn't he? Doesn't make sense.
Right.
The second group of bodies suggests that the hikers died at distinctly different times as well, because they have appeared to have been making use of the clothes of the dead people from before.
Oh, wow.
So they were wearing their clothes.
Whoa. So they saw them.
And I think that they were just like, oh shit. And then they took their clothes.
That's so fucking crazy.
It is crazy. But also, what else would you do?
So were they behind it?
They were walking? Past. Yeah. They moved past them.
Oh my goodness.
Dubinina's foot was wrapped in a piece of Pravichenko's wool pants, and Zolotaryov was found in Dubinina's faux fur coat and hat, suggesting he had taken them from her after she had died. And then she had taken clothes from Pravichenko earlier.
And somebody was carrying a foot? Is that what you said?
Oh, no. Her foot was just wrapped in a piece of someone else's wool pants.
Oh. Okay.
It wasn't like severed or anything.
Okay.
At least not.
It's like
I'm aware
she's
of.
carrying a foot.
I just need this foot.
You just wrap it up. She said it's
my baby. It's hypothermia. Perhaps the most mysterious thing was that the clothes of both Kolvatov and Dubinina showed evidence of being radioactive.
What is that? What does that mean?
Chernobyl.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's like radioactive.
Whoa.
So I'm assuming, does that mean like radiation?
Radioactive.
Isn't that a song? Radioactive.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
At least I don't actually know. If it's radioactive, does that mean it's radiation?
I'm going to look it up.
But so due to all of that evidence, and even though there were more bodies found, you would think that if there was more evidence, it would become clearer, but clearly it was not clear at all. The Soviet government closed the case really quickly and just gave vague causes of death and speculated that the hikers' own incompetence may have caused their deaths, and or that natural disaster was the culprit. So earlier on, the Soviets also suspected. Sorry.
It's okay.
Rocky.
So it's saying that if a person is radioactive, they were exposed to radiation.
Okay.
Like an X-ray, a CT scan, nuclear accident.
Okay. So something that they wouldn't have access to on a mountain.
Doesn't make sense.
No. Okay. So the Soviets thought that maybe they died because of an ambush by the local, like there was like an indigenous tribe of Mansi people, and it would account for the way the hikers fled their tents, the just being in disarray, and the damage done to the second group of bodies. But that explanation was thrown out the window because they're a largely peaceful people, and it just didn't support any sort of evidence of human conflict. There was also no evidence of footprints beyond the mountain except for the ones that the hikers made themselves. So then they were like, okay, maybe it was an avalanche. There was like a sound of snow collapsing. So then they were like, oh, we need to run, we need to leave. But none of that shit is avalanche related.
Right.
And there was no record of an avalanche.
Right.
The indigenous people of that area was like, there's no avalanche.
I also do want to add the radioactive. It continues or naturally leaves the body. Nope, never mind. Never mind.
I retract my statement. And there was like no damage to the tree line, no debris, no nothing. So the first 5 hikers appeared to have died from hypothermia. Their bodies didn't show any sort of they showed some beating and external injuries, but it wasn't to the extent of that other person.
Of the other group, yeah.
In that other group, yeah.
Head injuries, they have
all
the tongue,
all
eyes,
the eyeballs,
lip
stuff. And then the whole thing with the brown purple color, the gray foam, none of that fucking made sense. And then, so all of that shit just didn't make sense. And then they were also wondering, were those branches broken to feed the fire, or were they trying to, what was going on? Like there was just
from something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was no actual answers.
Wow.
So, okay.
Are these woods known as something, or, I mean,
that side of the mountain that they were on was that Death Mountain.
Oh, that's right.
So there's that.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any particular lore that came with that, but either way, the investigation was closed a few months later.
That's insane.
And they just said unknown compelling force was the explanation.
What?
Which that sounds
Like paranormal?
It does. It sounds like that. That's what it sounds like, but it's vague enough for where it could be an unknown compelling force. Can be nature. It could be something that happened in their minds,
Yeah.
some sort of unknown.
Yeah.
But that whole entire, all that shit fell apart. So, because the official investigation explains so little, people have spent more than 6 decades trying to fill in the blanks. Some theories are realistic. One, or some of them also involve secret Soviet weapons, escaped prisoners, government cover-ups, or a Russian Yeti, which I don't know if you should look this up, but I think in Nepal there is a law pertaining to the Yeti populace.
Okay.
And like how to interact with one.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay.
I think it's in Nepal. It could also be somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure that there was some sort of legislation that was written. I also could have made that up in a dream. So I'm not really sure. Either way, this case, everyone is coming at it in so many different ways since there's no legitimate answer. One of the most things was the hypothermia, like we stated, that causes confusion, irrational behavior, poor decision making. And in its final stages, victims experience something called paradoxical undressing.
What if they did it to each other?
I feel like there would be hand woundies.
Yeah, true.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or like scratches or
just trying to eliminate like
things that we don't know.
Realistic, variables rather than going straight to paranormal or
something.
Or yeah.
But they also had like on the list like the secret Soviet something because the Soviet area.
You don't want to fuck with that.
No, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
And maybe they were doing some weird shit on Death Mountain because no one goes there.
Right.
That could be it. I'm not really sure. So that whole paradoxical undressing, when they're freezing to death and they see really hot, they remove their clothes. But then why would those other people be putting clothes on?
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. So according to this theory, the massive injuries suffered by the hikers in the ravine occurred when they fell over the edge and struck the rocks below, like the multiple hitting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Could have potentially been that. It's a reasonable explanation for what happened after they entered the forest, but it still does not explain why they left their tent to begin with. So another theory suggested that an argument broke out amongst the group and they became violent, like you were saying.
Okay.
Some even attempted to connect the fight to romantic tension because several of the members in the group had previously dated one another. However, the people who knew the hikers described them as close and generally harmonious, which I mean,
well, and
when you're in an extreme situation,
and no one went back to the tent, like, you know what I mean?
There was those 2 or whatever that tried to go back.
Oh, that's right.
So then I'm just like, what the none of this makes
none
sense.
of it makes sense.
None of it makes sense. There were no unfamiliar footprints, no obvious signs of a fight, and no convincing explanation for how the members of the group could have caused injuries compared to the force of a car crash. So that's the other thing, that hard pressing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a force of a car crash. That's not human. That's just not human.
No.
And there's a bunch of pictures of this stuff.
And the guy that had like those head injuries that happened over and over and over, was there someone with him?
Yes.
And he had no head injuries.
Correct.
See, that's
another
weird situation.
Doesn't make any sense. Because that was the one, I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah.
You can rewind if you want to remember. Because I don't. Okay. So once the more obvious explanations began falling apart, as we have seen them fall apart in front of our eyes, the theories became stranger. Some believe the hikers had been attacked by escaped prisoners or killed by the KGB after witnessing something they were not supposed to see. Maybe, but where did these prisoners come from?
Well, there was no other footprints.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Right?
Yeah. Also, how did they see the footprints if it's a snowy place?
Maybe it wasn't
snowy. It stopped for a little while.
Well, I wonder.
It doesn't. Apparently that mountains. Well, they just had torrential, like weather,
rain,
heat.
Well, from the time they went missing to when a search party went out,
Yeah.
there was some time in between, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
There was. So that's why I'm like, how could they even see
How
these
could they
footprints?
see the footprints of the people
Yeah.
that they
But
claim?
there are images of the people. Like you can see pictures of them on like as they were.
Oh.
Like in all of their glory.
The dead ones?
Yeah. You'll see their deaths.
Wow.
Those are all out there. So, and then others decided the killer was not human at all. One theory blamed a mink, who is a creature sometimes described as the Russian version of a Bigfoot or a Yeti. Supporters argue that a creature with enormous strength could explain the force behind the hikers' injuries, particularly the crushed ribs and the fractured skulls. There's also a photograph recovered from the group's camera that appears to show a dark human-like figure standing among the trees. It is blurry, so you can probably make out whatever you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And it could also just be another member of the expedition in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But
this
people are gonna run. Yeah, people will run with whatever.
Wow.
And then Dubinina's missing facial tissue also had been used to support the theory of an animal or something worse attacking the hikers.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one thing that can explain
Right.
all of them.
Right. And the bodies were
all over
the place.
Yeah.
And one was fucked up and one wasn't.
Right.
One was fucked up and one wasn't.
And they're all fucked up in different ways.
Right.
And it just doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
So the case already involved the abandoned tent, missing eyes, unexplained radiation, and a mountain literally known as Dead Mountain. So people are naturally going to consider that monster theory. The radiation detected on some of the hikers' clothing opened the door to a different category of theories. Some believed the group accidentally entered an area where the Soviet military was secretly testing radioactive weapons.
Okay. But then, what do they gain from
killing them?
Taking a tongue. I mean, I'm so stuck on that.
I don't know. Just like if they wanted it to seem like, oh, something killed them, it wouldn't.
Well, then you got to fuck them all up
at the same time in the same way, like on the campsite. And also, wouldn't have there been footprints to some sort of radioactive weapon?
Yeah, it
somewhere.
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And why wouldn't they all be
radioactive? Yeah.
Why just two of them?
Maybe two of them went to go seek shelter somewhere, and
they were right at the cusp.
They're like, oh, I feel something, and they turn the other way.
Yeah, they're like, let me back up. But it was too late.
Radioactive. And they're also saying that maybe they were struck by an explosion or something happened. It just
no.
I'm just telling you all the things.
No.
Letting you know what the people be saying. Okay.
This is nuts.
Supporters also point to the unusual appearance of the hikers' bodies during the funerals. Witnesses described their skin as having a dark orange or brown color.
They had open caskets. What? How about no? Let's close them. Let's close them up.
They really wanted to know. The radiation levels were relatively low, and
thank God.
Because if they're at the funeral and it was like they're all radioactive, then everyone would be at that funeral.
Oh man.
The investigators said it would be much higher if they had actually been up in there.
Yeah, closer, more active.
And the unusual skin color can be explained by weeks of exposure, decomposition, partial mummification, and the freezing conditions. Again, I don't know why.
Let's have a wake. Let's have a viewing.
She looks so beautiful, like she got a tan. She's glowing.
Keep her mouth closed so you don't see her nut tongue.
But her lips are gone.
How do you fix this? Play-Doh? Clay?
Maybe. According to another hiking group camping approximately 50 kilometers away reportedly saw strange orange spheres in the sky near the Kholat sky goal. on the night the Dyatlov group died.
Whoa.
Similar lights were allegedly reported in the region around the same time. So there was some. I don't know what that could be.
Aliens aren't as nice as we thought.
Apparently not. Or maybe they were just like, "Hey, can you help us?" And they said no, and they're like,
"Oh, okay, okay, radioactive, chew her up."
Yeah,
bang his head.
Exactly. But let's all mix up their clothes.
Yeah.
That'll really fuck them up.
One shoe on him.
And no one can wear their own clothing.
What's a zipper?
Tear it down. According to that theory, the sound or sight of military weapons terrified the hikers and drove them from their tent. 2 died beneath the cedar while attempting to build a fire. 3 tried to return to the campsite, but collapsed from the cold. And the 4 remaining ones attempted to build a shelter in the ravine before another blast, the resulting impact causing their fatal injuries.
I don't know. I don't buy it.
I don't buy any of this.
No, I don't buy it.
Even the chief investigator, his name is Lev Ivanov, assigned to the case, later claimed that he believed the strange lights were connected to the hiker's death. What is this noise? Oh, okay. It's like, what is happening?
Hello?
So there have been, I've heard different like stories and like read different, and movies too, that will talk about how people will see like little lights, like blinky lights, before some fuck shit happens, you know, or like something is going on.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, is that a thing? You know, I don't know. So he said that the lights were connected to the hiker's death. In a 1990 newspaper interview, Ivanov said, "I suspected at the time," he said this in Russian though, "I suspected at the time and am almost sure now that these bright flying spheres had a direct connection to the group's death." So literally what I just said, but a quote. He also claimed that the Soviet censorship and government secrecy prevented him from investigating the possibility any further. And of course, a mysterious Soviet official suggesting a cover-up 30 years later did absolutely nothing to quiet the conspiracy theories. So 30 years later, they're talking about this shit.
Right.
Other explanations focus less on what the hikers saw and more on what they experienced physically, which probably makes the most sense.
Yep.
You can only deal with what you know.
Yep.
One theory suggested that the group was unknowingly exposed to drugs as a part of a secret experiment, causing hallucinations, aggression, or mass panic. Another, I don't know how you secretly. Like, I mean, I know I've been riffied before. I can get a secret drug in a person. Yes.
I know that, you know, drugs can make you do crazy things.
Yeah.
But
this is like...
But no one's alive to
say anything. And also, was there not an autopsy or like toxicology report?
Right.
What could the secret drug be?
Yeah.
Also,
it's one person versus many persons.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So another blamed a rare weather phenomenon involving infrasound. Under certain conditions, powerful winds moving around a mountain can create extremely low frequency sound waves. Humans may not consciously hear them, but some researchers believe they can cause dizziness, nausea, anxiety, disorientation, and an overwhelming sense of fear. Which that fucking blows my mind. That's like a scientific thing.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Will cause that just because it's like a pressure and sound thing, which is really weird. According to this theory, the shape of the Kolat skyfall and the powerful winds that night may have produced infrasound near the tent. The hikers suddenly felt panicked, convinced themselves that they were in immediate danger, and unable to think clearly, they cut their way out and escaped towards the trees.
No, still doesn't make sense.
It could explain why they fled without their shoes and stuff.
Yeah, but then how bad is their luck, right? Like, they escape, and then all of a sudden, it just so happens they're all gonna die separate deaths.
Yeah,
completely
in different areas.
Way off.
It doesn't. Yeah, I'm trying to connect some dots. They're just
the only thing. Okay, so let's break this down for a second. So they were all found basically in twos.
It was those 2, and then 3, and then 4.
What does that mean?
There were 4 of them together, 3 together, and 2 together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then,
Doesn't make sense, I guess.
One of them in each group didn't have that many injuries, correct?
And no, there was that one in the group of two that one of them had a bunch of injuries and the other didn't. And then there was the other group that one of them had like something.
Was it the head injury one?
The head injury one was the people at the ravine, which is the group of four. So that one was the head injury and then the lip situation, I think.
No.
No? I don't remember.
The lip, there was one other person with her
We'll go back.
that had no injuries. I'm just wondering if one person in each group did all that stuff.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I don't know.
We'll go back and look over it.
Yeah.
One moment, please.
But then how would only two bodies be radioactive? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, because if they passed each other, they would have some sort of radioactive something.
Right.
Right? I would think. Okay.
And how close in proximity were they to the other peoples?
One was like a mile away, and the other one was 75 kilometers, which is really far.
Okay.
I think.
How did they make it that far?
I don't know.
Kilometers, I feel, it's not as much of a mile.
So many kilometers. So many kilometers.
I feel like,
because
how did they make it that far?
I don't know. Are you looking at how many kilometers?
Yep.
Mile things? Because 5K is 3.1 miles. So
46.6 miles.
That's a lot of miles. I don't know. That doesn't make any. Why didn't they talk about the distance? They briefly ran past that idea. Okay. In 2019, the Russian officials officially reopened the case, promising to take another look at the evidence. However, investigators announced they would only consider 3 natural explanations: an avalanche, a snow slab, or a hurricane. That's it.
Hurricane?
A hurricane. The possibility of murder or government involvement was excluded
immediately.
Yeah,
of course.
They're just that's not going to happen.
Of course it was.
In July of 2020, officials closed the case again. The conclusion was that a slab avalanche had forced the hikers out of their tent, unable to return because of the conditions and poor visibility, and the group eventually died from a combination of injuries and hypothermia. The avalanche theory did gain some more support in 2021 when Swiss researchers, why can't I say words?
I don't know, you fucked the word up a lot of times.
Alexander Puzrin and Johann Gaum published a scientific study examining the conditions of the mountain. Their research suggested that the Dyatlov group may have accidentally weakened the snowpack when they cut into the slope to create a flat area for their tent. Several hours later, powerful winds could have deposited enough additional snow above them to trigger a delayed slab avalanche. So rather than a massive wall of snow sweeping everything away, a heavy section of compacted snow might have suddenly broken loose and crashed directly into the tent. But she said that's a lie.
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
And that impact could have caused severe chest and skull injuries while leaving relatively little external damage. But wouldn't the tent be covered?
You would think.
Wouldn't anything be covered, like footprints?
At all.
This is fucking nuts.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
But when there's no other explanation,
except the only thing that has witnesses to it are the lights.
Right.
That is the only thing that has witnesses.
Right.
There's no other aspect of their entire stay or death or whatever that has been witnessed.
And there's been a lot of other deaths on this mountain because it was called Death Mountain.
I don't know. I didn't really look. I should have looked into that.
Mm.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I can check it out.
Okay. It's called the Kolatsk
Russian
Death Mountain.
Death Mountain.
Okay, so let's see here. The 4 hikers that were discovered between that were 70. Oh, they're 75 meters away, not kilometers. One had suffered damage to the skull, and then 2 of them had chest fractures, and then the other one had a missing tongue, eye, and lips and stuff. So all of them got fucked up in different ways. One was chest, one was head, one was face. And then
yeah, why is it called?
I don't know.
And was it called that prior to, or did it?
It was prior to, based off of what was said.
Oh, okay. It says barren and treeless near the top, poor for hunting, exposed to harsh weather.
Oh, okay.
And that's why it's called Death Mountain.
There's no way to survive there.
Mm-mm.
That makes sense.
So nothing survives there.
Maybe that's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
I think, who was it? My mom. She told me that if like a room is empty or something, then the devil is more likely to come into there. Like if nothing is inhabiting an area, like like an empty home or like a empty room or whatever, it's more welcome to things.
I mean,
again, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is just things that I've heard from people.
That's insane. This case is wild.
Because it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
There's no perpetrator. There's no witnesses. There's no survivors. There's no nothing. Yep. It's just a bunch of fucking...
We're never going to know.
No.
Wow.
Because how would we know?
We're never going to know.
How would they know?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Those poor people. And for it to happen back in like the 50s, wasn't it 1959?
It was in 1959.
And
it's still in 2021.
Right. And it's still
like
being talked
they're just
about.
like, what's going on here?
Right.
And no one can figure it out.
That's really crazy.
It is really crazy. So, but the government didn't do it. Whatever it was.
Of course not.
How could they?
They just hide so much shit.
I feel like they do.
They hide so much shit from us.
If we have any Russian listeners, what are you hiding?
If we have ex-government people that are willing
to unhide some
things, and we'll keep you anonymous.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We won't even say you're Russian.
We'll change your name to and your voice and keep you Black Shadow.
Yeah. You don't have to take a video, or we can make them sound like Mickey Mouse. Oh, wow. I don't know. That would be funny. Yeah. It would be so funny though.
Oh, what a weird situation.
It is.
If you guys have theories,
tell us.
Tell us.
Also, have you seen things? Because you know how there's all that lore about like the Appalachian Mountains and stuff like that, and how people get called into it and die. We need to do a whole thing on them.
I agree.
Because there's some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
Like, and some things that people hear.
Yeah.
Out there.
Well,
like that's a whole side of TikTok.
And it's interesting that most of this stuff happens when it's cold, right? Or is the app one?
I don't know.
No,
maybe. I can't. It's good. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've hiked in that area. Depends on where in Appalachia, I guess.
Well, I have a case that I will be doing.
Is it Appalachia?
Here soon, and it's interesting because somebody gave it to me, and it has to do with like a hiking type situation.
I like a good hiking.
I do too. I think it's fascinating. So I can't remember what the name of it is, but
it's not the National Forest Killers.
No.
Okay, great, because I already have one of them.
No, it's like Big Den.
Little
something.
Den. Okay.
Big Den, Little Den. Yeah, but that one's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But they're
I'm
actually
looking forward to it.
Murdered.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we have a.
I mean, they seem pretty murdered to me.
Oh, 100%.
They seem pretty fucking murdered.
But this one, it's called Devil's Den Murder.
Oh.
So don't look into it because I'm going to do it. And you go.
We'll bleep that. We'll just bleep it. It's
called.
Don't look into it.
I'll just cut it out. I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out. But no, it's crazy. So just wait. Don't do any research because I'll do it for you.
Yeah. And that's so much better.
Yeah.
So much more or less stuff.
Well,
that's exciting.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do.
We always do. There's always something to do.
There's always something.
There's always something to do. There's always something happening to you.
So we're recording Sunday. Tomorrow this episode will come out.
Yeah.
And then I'm uploading the mini-sode video right now. It's going to be on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
So go check it out.
Go look at things. Oh, and the website is up.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just haven't put.
What's it called? How do you get to it?
CWDC, Crime Scene and Commit, podcast.com.
Ooh. CWCD podcast.com.
Oh, wait, is it or is it pod? Hold on. Let me double check.
Double check it.
Oops. No, it's CWDCpod.com.
Oh, pod.
Pod.
No cast.
Nope.
Well, I'll put that in the show notes too.
Oh, yeah, we're up here.
Sick.
We're up here.
I haven't even been to it yet.
Also, I have one shirt up here. Have I made it? No. Can you buy it? Yeah. Will we make it if you buy it? 100%. Just so you know. That's all. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yes. And
I feel like we're all over the place today.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so too. I don't even know what's happening.
I don't either. The retrograde and Capri sun. Microwave. This is down there.
Stay safe out there.
And remember, we didn't do it.
We don't know anyone that did it.
I don't know anything. I definitely didn't record Blockbuster videos. Goodbye.
Yeah, you can tell I'm just not all there. You can really tell.
But it's okay. Because sometimes it's like Toulouse, you were so handsome. I need to figure out how this name was.